So we have Randy and Lori with us from Bowman Funeral Home. Thank you for your time today. Maybe I'll let them introduce themselves real quick and what they do for the funeral home.
I'm Lori Wilkey, and I'm a mortician, and I'm one of the owners of the funeral home.
Randy Bastrachia, mortician.
All right, awesome. And we've been working together for some time now, but if you can think back, let's start from the beginning, right? Can you remember and maybe share with us what you guys were doing before we engaged? What kind of tasks or problems you were trying to solve, and what your frustrations were? Can you kind of walk us through that?
Yeah, we before Parting Pro, we were doing everything by hand, writing out forms, having the families either come in and sign the forms, or we'd have to fax the forms to them. Mm-hmm. Some of the problems with that were, of course, it's a multi-page form, certain places to sign an initial, and we were having problems because nothing was ever coming back complete.
Got it. So then there was a lot of back and forth, and I guess yes. It would be like busy work and following up to make sure they had it. And then there was a lot of like printing and uploading and sending back, I'm guessing, right? So a lot of your time,
faxing. And,
yeah. So a lot of your time was being spent.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Especially when we had multi-families, like for instance, in Idaho, the majority of the children have to sign, for instance, like a cremation authorization. So we were not just sending it out to one person, but like multiple locations of people and trying to keep track of all of that.
Okay, got it. And then what about now? Like, how is that process done now? What kind of, I guess, aspects of this process have been improved by Parting Pro?
Oh, it's simpler.
Much simpler. We don't have to fax. The people don't even have to find a bank or a Kinko's or something like that to try and print out the form and sign it and rescan it with DocuSign. I've had multiple families just do it on their phone.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Electronically, so much simpler.
Got it.
We feel like we're getting our documents back a lot sooner too. So families have the ability to return those quicker for us and feel like there's not a big delay in the process either. So.
Oh, getting your documents. How does that affect your business if you get the documents back faster?
We can't do the cremation until we receive all of the paperwork back from the family. And also, I think families actually like to be able, if they are away from us, to be able to sit there and go through the step-by-step, pick urns, pick a alternative container, and it makes them a little bit more in the process with even though they're not here, they're being a part of the process.
Got it. And you're referencing the online arrangement tools from your website, right? So not just the forms, right, but also the ability to make the entire arrangement on their own. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
It's a very easy step.
Can you say that one more time? I missed it.
It's a very easy process for them to start from the first step all the way through the end.
Got it. Awesome. And then, do you remember how you heard about us and what piqued your interest to begin with?
Yeah, I do remember how I heard about you. I met you guys at Cana.
Oh, Cana, right.
At the Las Vegas convention. Yep, at the Las Vegas convention. You guys stood up and gave us a little presentation, and so then I went over and talked to you guys, and then I think we started in July. After that, we kind of went back and forth and looked at it for a while, and then we decided to do it in July.
Okay, got it. And then, so then what, do you remember like what in particular made you decide to do business with us, or like what made you pull the trigger to start working together?
We had a lot of families that were outlying, and I just thought it would be a lot easier that we could pick up some of those cases that were further out, so they didn't have to drive in, to make it a little bit more ease. Definitely some of our families like in McCall or, which are like 90 miles from here, were able to just make arrangements, pre-arrange, they could get online, look through everything and decide that that's what they would like to do. And so we were having a lot of families and had to do the paperwork and the back and forth, and it was just easier for us to go ahead and have you guys help us out and buy the program and allow that process to work a little bit easier for us, and that's what we did.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so because you guys have a lot of people from far away, so then it makes their jobs a lot easier as well, right? Because then they don't have to drive like an hour and a half to come see you. All right, cool.
Yep.
And then can you maybe describe just the process of working with us, like how we onboarded and how we, you know, kind of, I guess, what area did you find the most value with working with us, and why do you think that is?
As far as getting signed up with you, or?
Yeah, well, just anything, just getting signed up, or like after you've already signed up, just kind of really any aspect of working with us, from deciding you're going to work with us to today.
Well, you've been easy to work with as far as I'm concerned. I mean, anytime we've had any type of an issue or something with shipping, really earned shipping has been the only issue, you know, that we've run into a couple of times, but everything's been handled fast and you know, with minimal action on our part.
I think the onboarding process was really easy for us. It was nice because we all sat down as a staff and you guys walked us through step by step what it was going to be, helped us set up all of our passwords and usernames for everybody, showed everybody how the process was going to work, and then showed us how those emails would come in or cases would come in. And so onboarding was easy, and you guys were great as far as that, and customer service has been awesome too.
Awesome, glad to hear that. Really glad to hear that. So I'm imagining somebody watching this right now is like probably going through that same process that you were going through. What's something that you may say to them to kind of push them over the edge to take a chance with Parting Pro?
It will save you time and money.
Yes.
It will save you time and money. I mean, I think that the amount of cases that you can actually work with at one time and know that they're going to go pick an alternative container, fill out the vitals information and all the paperwork in regards to the cremation, and then pay for it is maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes out of a family's time. So, I mean, it's a great program. I think that if anybody was like questioning whether it was worth the money, I would say you're crazy, because you're going to spend more hours per staff and overhead having somebody like us do it, you know, by faxing it or mailing it or doing those things. It's going to cost you more than if it would be if you just bought the program and just did it.
Awesome, thanks for that. Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, so what about in the future? What kind of goals you guys have for this year? What are you guys looking into now?
Well, we talked a little bit about introducing some of our traditional options into the program for you know, for traditional families.
Okay.
Yeah, we would like to work with that and see if some of, you know, if we could do that for families that are going to be, you know, maybe what we offer for cremation, we would like to see go forward for traditional families too.
Got it. So start expanding again.
Especially for some of our outlying families that aren't here in the area, that they have that ability to make those same type of arrangements.
Okay, so kind of streamline that process as well that we did for cremation already. Nice, nice.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.